Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and this is going to be my review of Sing. I just got back from seeing it, so I wanted to get it out while it's still fresh in my head. I actually went to see Sing, and I wasn't really expecting much from it. It is from the same studios, I think it's Illumination Animation, the same people who gave us Despicable Me, which is fine because I really like Despicable Me. But it's just, I'm not really into musicals even when they're animated, but Moana was really fun, and I wanted to check out Sing because it was a different type of animated musical. It's what they call a jukebox musical, which means the music you're hearing is actually music you're familiar with. It's music from on the radio. So let's get into it. So the story here is about a little koala named Mr. Moon, and he has this theater. It's falling apart, and he wants to throw on this talent show so that he can raise money to fix his theater. But when his secretary accidentally posts the winning prize money as a lot more than he actually has, everybody in the world or in his world auditions, and of course shenanigans ensue. And this movie stars the voice talents of a lot of familiar people. We have Reese Witherspoon, John C. Riley, Matthew McConaughey, Taron Egerton, who you'll will know from Kingsman: A Secret Service. We have Jennifer Hudson. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of familiar names. Tori Kelly. There's a lot of people here that was involved here, and they all did fantastic jobs. Really. Now the thing about it is, for me, is Zootopia. I still think is the best animated film that came out for the year, followed very closely by Kubo and the Two Strings. Those were the two animated movies that I was really impressed with this year. Not so much just for the visuals, which were fantastic, but the stories as well. So I went into Sing, and while, like I said, I do enjoy Despicable Me, but I don't think the animation is anything to crow about. And Sing here, for me, it's the same. While it's fine, it's well animated. There's nothing here that truly stands out in terms of wow. Like Moana had that wow faction with the water and the oceans looking so amazing. And Zootopia, you had the fur and all the different varying areas the different animals lived in. Sing didn't really have that here for me, but where Sing won me over was the story. This is a movie that is so much more than just animals singing in a talent show. And by the way, the singing here is phenomenal. All the actors here worked really hard. Some people had singing background, maybe some weren't aware of. Like Scarlett Johansson actually does sing a lot. She has a couple albums out. Reese Witherspoon sang in Walk the Line. I think that's the name of it, Walk the Line. And Taron Egerton, who blew me away. I had no idea he could sing like that. Apparently trained really, really hard here for what he had to do. So everybody was really impressive with their singing. So that in its own is pretty amazing. But the story is really where this movie wins. This movie shows the kind of hard work and dedication that goes into making it. And not just making it, but making it in a way that you can feel proud of what you're putting out, of what you are showing the world. It's not just about selling out. There's actually is that aspect of it here where one of the characters, I think she's a porcupine, and she's this kind of punk rock character. But Mr. Moon thinks she should be more of this kind of poppy type character. That's pop music, that kind of popular type of thing. I'm not giving away anything here because that's all in trailer. And it just goes to show how hard it is to hold on to your identity in that kind of industry. And then there's the producer side of it, of what Mr. Moon, the little koala, has to go through. Matthew McConaughey does a wonderful job as Moon. What he has to go through, because he's a good guy, he's not a bad guy, but it just goes to show you how much hard work goes into getting your vision out there, and everybody telling you you're not good enough, or it's just a pipe dream and all of that. So I'm always really I always really sorry I always really admire people who have gone out there and showed the world what they can do, and they've made it big because of that. Kudos to them. And this movie really shows takes a look into that. You know, and there's a lot of angsty moments there with Taron Egerton's gorilla character. I can't remember his name. I think it's Johnny, you know, and his dad, because his dad is a criminal and his dad wants him to follow in his path. And you have a lot of that. Each of them have their own stories. All together, though, like I said, the story is the best part of this movie. The animation, it's not gonna really win you over. It's nothing you haven't seen before. As a matter of fact, the animation to me was a bit mediocre. I didn't really see anything at all in this movie that stood out and blew me away. And I didn't even think it needed to be 3D, to be honest. I think you can watch this in 2D and it'll be fine. I watched it in 3D and I honestly didn't see anything at all that would had me like, wow, 3D looks phenomenal, that kind of thing. But the story and the singing and the songs and the heart of this movie is what makes this movie work. And Seth MacFarlane is also in this. I can't believe I just forgot his name, the king of voice work, and his singing is phenomenal. Seth is an amazing singer. You see it in Ted. You see it when you see he does all those Stewie and Brian musical episodes. He gets to show what he can do here because he's an amazing singer as well. So while his character is not the most likable, he's this little mouse and he's a bit of a kind of a hard ass, but he's, you know, his singing is amazing. It's very Sinatra and I loved it. So guys, I'm gonna give Sing a 6.5 out of. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. Yeah, I'm saying I give Sing a 6.5 out of 10. While the animation might not be that stellar or groundbreaking, this movie has a lot of heart. It was a lot of fun because you could sing along to the songs instantly that you're hearing. And the characters were very likable. There weren't really any villains to speak of. They had a couple in it, but there was nothing really, it wasn't that type of movie. So it's just a fun, easy movie to enjoy and sing along to. And I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. And that's it, guys. Till next time. Bye bye.